Hello, day ones. Welcome. We are going to be talking about candle magic today, and I want to welcome you to this introductory video. I am going to be taking my own journey through candle magic in this workbook that I'll be using. We have Kayla and Ketz Bayon, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know the people. I don't know anything about them. This book was gifted to me, and so we're utilizing it, and I love that. And I want to share the experience with you, not verbatim, like that, but I might implore you, if you're interested in candle magic, to research this workbook. This edition is circa 1992, if that helps you any. But the information in it is somewhat timeless, if you will. So just to begin with, reviewing the book content so that we know what we're working with here. Maybe you need to put on your witchy hat to take a gander at what we're working through as far as the information goes. This book is based more in the occult traditions, and it does explore some other cultural traditions and how those have been integrated into different practices with different labels. So we will use some words in here, so don't be caught off guard. Okay. So the contents of the book, what we'll be going through, part one. This book does talk about a history of fire and candle magic. It's very brief. We'll go through that. It goes through forgotten magic, which really examples of times that candle magic was used, and the lost art of candle magic. So some information there. Part two, laws of cause and effect, defining your magical goals and results. Part three, communicating with the candle, dressing your candle, the pendulum as a gauge. Part four, developing your magical power, creative visualization, the aura, the chakra, merging consciousness. Part five, the effective use of color, the effective use of fragrance, the magical bath. Part 6, the cycles of the moon, the days of the week and their planetary correspondences, the hours of the magician, the elements and their use in magic. Part 7, putting it all together, the worksheet preparation guide, the candle magic worksheet, sample candle magic worksheets. Part 8, reference tables at a glance, magical journal, your personal journal. Part 9, exclusively candles, techniques of candle energizing, common oils, examples of advanced candle magic, rebirthing guidelines, and some other information is in there as well, with the preference and bibliography references. The information that's initially provided in the book, and what I want to just kind of highlight with you today, some goals of a natural magician are listed. To walk in harmony with nature, to understand that magic is an alliance between the humans and the earth for the betterment of all. The use of magic is an instrument of loving change. To see the spiritual and the physical, and to understand that neither is higher nor more perfect than the other. To wisely use natural energies only when in genuine need. To know that nothing is impossible if we will work beyond personal limitations. To work magic for others only with their permission. To celebrate magic as a union with the energies that gave us our physical forms. To improve ourselves, our friends, and our world for the greater good of all. So those are the goals of a natural magician, according to this book, as reprinted with permission from Lowell Publications, The Magical Almanac, page 233, and quoted from Scott Cunningham. So long list of people using some very specific guidelines that are very close to, guidelines that we already have for our, moral and ethical practices in real life, if you will. So with the preference and the foreword, I did go through those. I just will touch here on the foreword that it says, in Greece, all ceremonies and new enterprises began with an offering to the altar of Hesia or Vesta, as we now know her, as the goddess of hospitality of the hearth, to welcome you to this work. So obviously some information there that's specific to a culture and a time period where magic was accepted as a practice in some sense, or an offering of the flame in the candle magic. So the ceremonies of all, we see that still today with the Olympic torch. That's actually, a flame that is provided at the beginning of a ceremony. So there's that. Candle Magick in this workbook helps you to understand how fire element works, how candle magic works, and how you can structure practice around the elemental consecration of your candle. And we burn candles for various reasons these days too, and maybe if the power goes out, you need a candle if you don't have a flashlight, something like that. I want to go over this next section in a separate video, so we can keep these short, but that is the introduction to the Candle Magick Workbook, and then we will begin part 1, the history and the examples and the art, if you will, of creating candle magic in yourself. And we will continue through each section so that we can have a better understanding by section. It keeps the videos briefer. And then at some point later on, and we get to like dressing the candle, we do want to look at the correspondences in the days of the week, and different herbs and different crystals and things that you might utilize when you are working with the candle magic and the fire element. So we want to understand that all elements are present in the candle magic, and we'll go over that throughout this book series review. It's a very good book, and again, I encourage you to, maybe see if your local library has a copy. It is a workbook though, so there, if you want to buy a copy somewhere, maybe there are some out there. It has notes section, so maybe get a workbook, a journal. If you don't already have one, there are some recommendations in here for writing down your intentions, because that helps when we are intention setting. We'll look at applications, colors, moon phases, and all the other things that help us to set the stage, if you will, to really tap in and begin the process of candle magic. So join me in the next video for part 1, the history, examples, and the art of candle magic. So excited.